Creative engineering at home. The American company Creative Home Engineering Experts planned and carried out this project. A hotel in Canada asked the artist to make it. The mechanism is entirely silent despite its bulky appearance. The part of the cabinet pulls out very quickly. There are different ways to open the secret door. The first thing is to press the special button on the TV remote. The second step is lifting a metal sculpture on the shelf. You'll find a secret button under the statue. This piece of furniture in particular leads to a secret room where you can play games, even though this building can hide almost anything. Murphy door. But secret passages don't have to have very complicated ways to open and close. Sometimes, like in the case below, you won't need a team of skilled workers to build a new piece of furniture. Here, for example, a bookshelf hides in the doorway. However, the design is straightforward and can be put together by one or two people in a short amount of time. The American company Murphy Door makes this style of door. Interestingly, putting this structure up is the same as a regular door. 1. The door frame is put in place. 2. The door panel is put in place. And 3. The casings are just fastened. The only difference is that the door panel isn't perfectly flat, so you have to put the shelf holders in first and then the shelves themselves. The standard width is 61 centimeters and the standard height is 203 centimeters. The building can hold up to 136 kilos, so the door will still work fine even if the shelves are full of books. Secret bookcase door. You've perhaps seen movie characters take a book from a shelf and open a secret door by accident. Well, it turns out that these kinds of buildings are not just made up. There are bookcases like these, and some talented people even make them by hand. We found a bunch of cabinets that open up to a secret room when you pull a particular book off the shelf. These underground passages are not that hard to figure out. On the inside, wires connect the reader to the part of the door that makes it move. The design is attractive because it is entirely safe. If there's an obstacle in the passage, the locking mechanism is triggered, stopping the movement. Storage under the floor. The following stuff we'll talk about shows once again that putting things away doesn't have to be messy or take up a lot of space. There are different ways to build something that let you hide them so they don't get in the way. In private homes, there is often space under the floor that's not used. It turns out that all of these valuable square meters of space can be used to store things. You can see an example on your screen. When the wooden hatch opens, it reveals an ample storage space beneath. The most important thing is to insulate it well and keep moisture out so your items don't get ruined. A secret wall passage. Here's a great example of how people with talent and skill can make something truly unique. Looking at this solid wall, you wouldn't think anything was behind it. There's a secret room. You can't tell where it is because the passage is made of the same material as the wall. There are no joints, and even the door has an uneven shape not to give away its real purpose. Experts say it took a lot of time and work to ensure the structure didn't get stuck and still look like it wasn't there. APA Home Renovation. This shelf has a secret door you can open with more than just a book. For example, the mechanism for opening is linked to a sculpture that needs to be pressed. Behind the wide secret passage is a room with a TV. Also, pay attention to how the door is made. The shelf doesn't move back and forth like in the other examples, so that it doesn't take up too much room. The piece of furniture slides to the side and hides in the wall. This means that the passageway can be put in even in the smallest hallways. Upper Home Renovations, an American company, came up with and ran the project. The Stone Cellar. Engineers have devised many ways to use space efficiently without extra space. You can see an example of this right now. Both of these projects were made by the British company Stone Cellar. They look different, but they work in the same way. The floor has a hatch that leads to a staircase that leads to another room. Could be a pantry or a place to store wine. Alternatively, you can hide the stairs to the first floor or the basement so they don't take up too much space. There are different ways to finish the hatch. In the first case, the door is made of tinted glass and serves as a separate decor piece. In the second, the finish is the same color as the floor, so it's almost invisible and doesn't stand out. The opening mechanism is controlled by a remote, but if you want, you can connect it to the intelligent house system so it will open when you speak. Custom cabinets. The last thing we'll look at today is a tranquil piece of furniture. If you walk by this built-in closet, you'd never guess it's hiding something. Someone in Canoga Park, California, who works with custom cabinets, came up with the idea. Professionals used his design to make this piece of furniture. Because of this, a large linen closet with many shelves whose heights could be changed was built. But if you know what to pull, you can move one of the pieces out of the way to get to a small secret room. It can be used as a safe place to store things or as a place to stay in an emergency. You can open the door from the inside or the outside. It can easily hold small amounts of weight and keeps working even if all the shelves are full. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons.